Hi and welcome to Investing and Video Games. My name is Martin, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the FIRE movement and ways of saving money. So as a child I was always more of a saver than a spender. They used to print money in my book when I made a deposit and loved seeing that number going up. I also really loved it when I used to receive my annual statement with my interest. I always tried to get that number as high as possible. I did quite well, but sadly I fell off the wagon and spent. But looking at it back now, I didn't really bring me any more happiness. I wish I saved it instead. But I can only go from this point forward, and the only thing I really need now is a new PC, but I'm setting aside a bit each month for that. This video is an example of saving money by bringing your own lunch into work instead of going out and getting a coffee and sandwich. Replacing these items will, I'll tell you how much you can save. This is not accounting for inflation. So the medium cost, say if you had a coffee and a sandwich. So the medium cost of a sandwich in the United Kingdom is £2.50. An average, a white large coffee at Greggs is roughly £1.75. So a sandwich and a coffee for lunch will cost you £4.25 every day. So say if you did that for a 5-day work week, that will cost you £21.25 for the week. So if you had a 4-week holiday out of the year, so you did a 48-week work year, it would cost you £1,020 in coffee and sandwiches. That's a considerable amount of money. So let's say you did that over 40 years, not accounting for inflation obviously. That would save you £40,800. I used to get my lunch from the supermarket each day, but now I take my own drink and lunch into work. I think the FIRE movement is great, and it teaches you a lot about saving money and investing a larger percentage of your monthly income. I'll be talking more about the FIRE movement a lot more, but FIRE movement means something different to me. It's more the FI, the financial independence. Retiring early doesn't have any appeal to me, but having the option to do it is nice if I can. So financial independence to me means freedom to choose, pressure taken off to meet obligations. I enjoy working and do not want to retire, but I can do more of what I want to do and increase in net worth. Having my money work for me, not work for it. I love the fact that I am a part owner in a company when I invest in the stock market that I believe in. Investing so I don't lose money through inflation because interest rates are really low. Building a diversified portfolio that produces an income. Looking into and researching into companies which I find very enjoyable. Interacting with the FIRE community and talking to them, sharing ideas or playing video games with them is a lot of fun. Security if I become unwell or a situation happened where I have an income and would not need to eat into my savings if I was unable to work. I do not enjoy spending money on designer gear, watches, cars, do not smoke or gamble, and only drink a glass of wine once in a while. These are some of the things I really enjoy about the FIRE movement. I'm now using trading 212 when I invest in the stock market. I'm using the ISA option, but this video is not sponsored by them, not sponsored at all, because it allows me to buy fractional shares. I do not have to deposit large sums of money to place a position. It has 0 commissions. This has kept me out of the market for a long time, because when I was looking to invest with a bank that I'm with, I think it was roughly £5 to buy, £5 to sell, and a monthly holding fee for holding the shares. I really like trading 212, and they're always bringing in new features. As well as they have an ISA option, which is if you live in the UK, you can open up an ISA and save up to £20,000 in a tax year. All capital gains and dividends are tax exempt. so you can build a nice nest egg over a period of time. Let's say instead of buying the coffee and sandwich for a week, I invest at £21.25 into the market. This means that I'll be able to invest a good chunk of money into the market each week. That means from not doing that, I could put an additional £1,020 in a year, or another £1,000 spare to invest in other things. So I have a few positions in the stock market currently at the moment in single stocks, REITs, ETFs, such as the FTSE 100 or the S&P 500. My dollar amount may not be that high, or pound amount might not be that high, but the percentage wise is quite unbalanced at the moment. So I'm looking to get into some bonds, government bonds, into an ETF, so I have a more balanced portfolio. The ETF that I'm looking at is the Vanguard USD Treasury Bond UCITS ETF, distributing ticker symbol VUTY. At the current price when I wrote this script, it was £21.94. Has roughly a monthly dividend of around 4p. The reason why I picked this because it has a monthly dividend and it balances out the income, so it doesn't all come in clumps, if you know what I mean, quarterly. So you have a monthly income as well. So you have like a set low number. So I also looked further into this ETF and how it's broken down and what is inside of it and how it's weighted, and that Uncle Sam is very likely to pay his bills. I have read the key investor information and the fact sheet, as well as the other information. Please read all information before making any investments. If you do not understand, excuse me, get some books that will teach you or seek some professional advice. So instead of spending this money on lunch each week, I could add another unit into my position. So I can buy another unit or share of this ETF. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more of them, then please feel free to subscribe to this channel, and I will look forward to seeing you soon. If you comment, I'll get back to you as soon as possible, and thank you for listening and take care.